Pro League Season 4 Match Day 7. I am PDG, and alongside me is Sean Bale Carlson. Sean, we've just seen an epic matchup between Winterfox and Liquid. Winterfox coming back with a vengeance in that second half. Just didn't get over the line, but that should brim them with confidence moving into Map 2.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, it all happened off the back of me telling them to get better. They did. They brought that back right to the last round, but unable to get it done, as we will actually have Pistol kicking off here on Map 2, which it will be Mirage, and this will be Winterfox's pick. So perhaps we will see a little bit more from them this game. Maybe just that what they need, that little bit extra to get over the line here. As the boys from Team Liquid are going for a 2-3 split here, with the bomb situating itself towards the A bomb site. And I think it's Hiko and JDM there towards the B horse, trying to sell some kind of fake.
Yeah, will it work though? That's the real question. Who they have to convince at B. It's APOC there and a bunch of his friends too. So this is going to be a good read by Winterfox here. As, they take the fight, but no, Zuzi will go down. And this is problematic now as Liquid stream onto this A side.
Absolutely, and it's going to have to be a retake scenario for the CTs, as Elise will look to get that bomb plant down on this A bomb site. Crucially though, they do have a player lurking towards the B side of the map, and I think that's Hiko trying to make his way towards short to cover that plant. APOC though will get the frag onto Nitro, turning it back into a 4v4 situation. So it's on Winterfox now to try and make this retake work, as Elise will get spotted out by EMAG, and he gets another great frag there to turn the tides in their favour. Ofnu will chime in onto Pimp, and it's now a 4v2 situation. EMAG with his third kill for the round. Sorry, make that his second kill for the round there. A crucial one, as Hiko is trying to cover that bomb plant from shorts. Not to be. Ofnu will clean that up, and the defuse is going to come in from Winterfox here.
What a spectacular round there from Winterfox. I thought for all money Liquid was going to be able to hold on, but EMAG coming back in and hitting that crucial headshot on the guy at Sandwich.
Absolutely, and I mean, this is the start Winterfox need on their map pick. They did take Liquid's map pick to the 30th round, unable to get it done like we pointed out, but this is the perfect start they need to their CT side if they're going to try and slay the Giants that are Team Liquid.
Yeah, Liquid moving towards B here for their eco round. They've got no armor, just those P250s in hand. That's because they got the plant on round 1, which means they'll be going into the AK round next round. Hiko there firing his P250 away, but he's been smashed by Zuzi, I believe it was there. So good damage done early by both teams, but 5 versus 5 still as we head towards the minute 15.
Zuzi will find that frag onto Hiko there, lurking in his way through the A Palace. The rest of his teammates, though, are slowly moseying their way up into the B halls, and Ofnu, though, will spot out the players pushing up, and he gets himself a double kill for his troubles. It's now all onto Elysia Nitro as the mid boost does come in. Elysia is going to work his way through the window, but he needs to be careful there because Dexter, I think it is waiting for him on the CT side, but it's not to be. Elysia will get that frag. APOC's going to chime in on Nitro. EMAG's going to finish things up onto Elysia, and a reasonably clean anti-eco coming out there from the Winterfox boys. Yeah,
very clean. Dexter only having a pistol there, so nothing lost at all as he goes towards the third round. Winterfox here having to force by Dexter just short of that AWP. He would have been disappointed to have only got $4,700 in that round, not $4,750, and he's forced onto a rifle here as the Team Liquid boys have brought up with minimal resource. 2 flashbangs, well, 3 flashbangs and a couple of smokes here. It's hard to say what they'll do at this point, just keen on getting that mid control and maybe opening up the short area.
Absolutely, it looks like they're going to try brute force their way into either one of these bomb sites with the low utility that they've got. Perhaps looking for that early aggression coming out from the CTs to try and open things up here. Oh, Liege there with a great frag there on the APOC. He is trying to find Zuzi there in the window as well, unable to connect the spray through the smoke. But things slowed right down here for Team Liquid off that frag. They know that the CTs are going to have to reshuffle, and I think it's actually Ofnu there trying to make his way up short to potentially, you know, fill in that gap left by APOC being taken down. But the terrorists now making their way towards this B bomb site as Elise chimes in again with another headshot onto Ofnu. Dexter does finally trade that, but it's a 4v3 situation now as Team Liquid make their way onto the B bomb site.
Yeah, just Zuzi here at B, but he's going to have to fight from the window, and he's going to get nailed. JDM with that opening headshot onto Zuzi, and immediately Winterfox scurry back to their burrow towards the A hole and will just keep their guns intact. But at the end of the day, we're seeing a different Team Liquid than we saw in the early stages of map 1. They were running roughshod over Winterfox. They were aggressive, they were cocky, they were arrogant, and they were winning. Then all of a sudden, Winterfox found that surge on the CT half of Dust 2 after a couple of cool-looking clutches. And now Winterfox are very much a formidable opponent.
Look, absolutely. And I mean, Winterfox would have a ton of confidence off the back of their Dust 2 performance, which was Liquid's map. And you'd expect to see a team with the players like EMAG and APOC and Ofnu, the type of players that we've seen in domestically, that once they get their tails up, once they get a bit of wind under their wings, they can really take off and they can do some damage. So, I mean, yeah, Liquid do need to be careful at the way they approach this. If they don't show enough respect towards the Winterfox boys, they will find themselves in hairy situations. That being said, though, I mean, yeah, Team Liquid, with the executes and the experience that they have, they just need to be careful, basically, is all I'm saying, and show the right amount of respect towards Winterfox and not find themselves in positions like last map where they were, you know, overrun towards the end.
Yeah, it's a difficult balance to find, isn't it? The perfect level of respecting your opponent and also being able to still play aggressively upon them and make sure you're playing your game. And that's what it's all about, delivering your practice strategies at the highest possible level during the competitive match play here. And Pimp will find a kill, I was going to say, onto EMAG there, but he bails away and he's taken the brunt of the damage there. But Elige will spot out EMAG and pick up the first kill there for Liquid. So looking good with these AKs are Liquid, and they're working over mid really hard on Winterfox.
Absolutely, and I mean, Team Liquid, very patient in the way they're playing now, really trying to work these picks, and as Elige will get a second one for this round, has opened things right up for his teammates, and they are going to congregate towards middle here, and I think a little A-split's on, which is actually going to work in the favour of Winterfox, as they do have two defenders there. They just need to find these frags. It's not going to happen, as Pimp and JDM will clear out that site, leaving Ofnu in a 1v5 situation. So on the verge here of a flawless round are the Liquid boys. Ofnu puts an end to that dream, though. He does get the frag on the Pimp and window. Oh, gets a great line there onto Elige, but Elige is all over that with a great headshot, and Team Liquid secure their second round.
Yeah, that's bad news bear for Winterfox, because they're just getting bullied out of mid. So they're going to have to fix that. They're going to have to start playing aggressively up mid, or try and take control of something mid to late mid to late portion through the round, because at the moment they're just having their choice of where they want to go. They're getting into mid-con, they're getting into short, they're getting into window room. Winterfox are losing the control of that part of the map, and it's costing them dearly.
As we are going to see a couple of quick frags come out for Team Liquid on this anti-eco, as Ofnu and Zusi will get taken down towards the middle part of the map, and the Terrorists now making their way up short towards the B bomb site. They are going to run into the lone defender of APOC, and he's only got a USP, so it's going to be incredibly difficult for him to make something happen here, as Hiko will spot out EMAG trying to make his way outside the window, and Nitro gets that frag onto APOC, so it's all on Dexter now. He gets spotted in mid-com by Elige, and another flawless anti-eco coming out from the Team Liquid boys. And I mean, the big question is, do you think Winterfox are going to buy into this round, Pete, 4.5, or do they wait for the AWP?
They have to buy here, and they've made the correct decision, I think, unless Ofnu will buy the AWP without armor. No, everyone's gone onto the rifles, so I think this is a good call by Winterfox, but they need this mid control. So APOC and Co need to either push out short here, or, you know, make their presence felt at least in mid, because right now, if Zuzi's left to his own devices here by himself, he's going to get worked over by some teamwork here from Liquid. However, this particular round, it looks as though Team Liquid are making their way smartly back towards A. Elige will remain behind, but at the moment, it appears as though actually Liquid are in a holding pattern, so they're under the opinion that Winterfox may be eco here.
Yeah, interesting play coming out from Team Liquid, and they've actually set this up quite well as they make their way towards the A bomb site. They've set a precedent of taking mid early in these rounds, which has drawn the defense from Winterfox towards that part of the map and opened up this A bomb site, as Winterfox are forced to play a retake style defense, as EMAG will spot players jumping out of Palace, so he's going to relay that information over to his teammates. Zusi trying to get those headshots over the box, unable to land them yet. Oh, we'll get a nice shot there onto Pimp, but Hiko trades back onto APOC, and it's a 3v4 situation now for Team Liquid. as they are trying to take control of this A bomb site. It's just not happening yet. Yet to get the bomb down as well, as EMAG will take out the bomb planner. Dexter gets one onto JDM, and Hiko, with all of 10 HP, finds himself in a 1v4. It's not to be, PD, and Winterfox claw their way back in.
Yeah, Winterfox doing a good job there of actually disguising their buy round. So they didn't let any of those M4s ring out too early on the round. And Liquid, just by the way they approached that, they held so deep in T-spawn. That's uncharacteristic of the gun round. That's usually evidence of a team believing your eco and about to push them. They then ran a 3-out halls A carpet strategy, which also lends itself towards more of an eco round than a gun round, where one person could spray down 3 people running out the same sort of exit. But Winterfox, regardless, did a great job there of staying patient, not giving their positions away, and then making the shots count when they got them.
Liquid here looking to take control of mid again, as 3 players from the Terror side mosey their way out behind the cart, and they are putting a fair bit of utility towards that window, preventing Dexter from having any sort of impact. In fact, Dexter finds himself on 8 HP now, so he's taking a lot of damage as APOC has worked his way up short. Does actually get the frag on a Nitro. Will get traded out quickly by Elige, but Zusi gets that trade back onto Elige, and the boys from Winterfox find themselves in the favourable situation after those trades.
Yeah, and it's a really good adjustment they've made. I pointed out that they did need to use mid more, and that's exactly what they've done. 2 rounds in a row here, Winterfox have fought the good fight against Liquid in the middle of the map, and they've managed to pick up a couple of... Well, they won the last round, and at the moment they're in an advantageous situation. But we've seen so many of these rounds unravel. They just need to stay patient and make sure that they're not overcommitting or splitting up. You can see exactly how widespread they are, though, which is problematic if Team Liquid managed to get through one of the cracks in the defense.
Absolutely, and I think the key word to what you just mentioned there is staying patient. That's all the Winterfox boys need to do here. They don't need to throw away any silly aim jewels at this point. They need to work out where Team Liquid are making their offensive charge from, and I think a little bit of a sound was picked up from short as the rotation is starting to come towards the B bomb site from the Winterfox boys. Offnu will get that frag onto Pimp, and Hiko does get that trade, but Dexter and JDM take each other out of the equation. It's now going to be a 2v1 situation for Hiko. Great flash coming in there from, I think it was EMAG, or did Zusi flash himself in? I'm not sure how that's happened, but great flash nonetheless, and Zusi will find that frag.
That was definitely from EMAG in mid. Beautiful teamwork there. Not sure exactly why they were challenging. There was only 5 seconds to go. Maybe they wanted the kill on Hiko, but the bomb was down well away from where it was, and I thought they had a spot on it. Maybe not, but either way, the teamwork was excellent there from Winterfox, and they'll pick up their 4th round looking the goods. Now, the economy here for Liquid isn't great at the moment. Pimp forced onto that Galil. The resources are okay, and the head armor's intact, so they're not completely without a chance of this round. But the first AWP of the game has gone to Dexter. I think that he will probably be able to make an impact with that this round if he stays alive for long enough and doesn't overcommit to this mid pin.
Yeah, absolutely, as he does get a fair bit of damage there on a JDM. I believe he legged him as he was jumping across, so not a bad start on this mid defense coming out from Dexter, but he will be smoked out of position. And the Terrorists, though, taking control of mid rather freely at the moment, which is a little bit concerning, as you pointed out, as Elige there works his way up short and takes control of ladder room, and with that, the rest of his teammates are now going to regroup towards that A bomb site. But EMAG, with that info play through the A stairs, has managed to find that frag on the Hiko.
Well, what a pop flash once again by the Winterfox teammates there. Hiko completely white screened as EMAG came around the corner. So brilliant stuff from Winterfox, and now the attack is going to come from the A bomb site rather, and Winterfox nicely prepared for this one. So good round opening up here, but they need to finish it off.
The Terrorists now looking to start that execute onto the A bomb side. Dexter is there with the AWP. Will spot out 2 players. Actually gets the collat damage onto, I think it was JDM there, or Pimp even, after getting that first kill. So almost a collat kill there. EMAG is going to push out from that spot in Palace. Unable to land the shot there onto a very low HP Pimp. Does finally get that kill, with Zusi chiming in as well, and Elige now finds himself in a 1v4 situation. Zusi does know where he is. He's going for the chase. Oh, doesn't quite get the kill. Offnu finishes that off, though, and crucially kills him after time, Petey.
Yeah, look at that. It's Elige, 650 beans in the bank account. He's unable to buy anything, really, although he might just choose to buy small armor, who knows, and try and pick up a gun, but as it stands, full eco for them, and at the moment, Winterfox looking good.
Yeah, Winterfox looking really strong here. It seems like the style of play they like to bring to this CT, which is quite passive, seems to work against the passive play that's coming out from Liquid as well. So they're not falling for any sort of aggressive pushes, you know, falling for that trap of trying to gain too much intel, and it seems to be working for them, as we will see Team Liquid group up towards that B-Halls. A few of the players actually falling towards underpass now, and it's going to be a pretty straightforward eco, with the only armor coming out on Pimp there is with his P250. And they're patiently waiting once again for perhaps one of the Winterfox guys to be out of position, but the discipline being shown at the moment from Winterfox is very good. They're not throwing themselves away. They're not getting themselves into silly angels, as Dexter there does spot out a player towards mid. Misses a couple of shots there, but shouldn't be too concerned about the long distance Glock, as the rest of the terrorists now are going to patiently wait in that B-Horse still. Maybe waiting for a push, Petey.
Yeah, Liquid here just really staying as patient as Winterfox. They may actually be using this as a chance to talk about their next gun round as well. So just chilling in those B-Halls, not really giving anything away till right late in the round. They haven't invested anything at all apart from a P250 or two.
Do you think that's going to be more common with the changes coming in with Valve on coaches, where we actually see teams use their ecos and stuff like that to as a pause, as an opportunity to talk things through?
Well, that was talked through well there by APOC and Offman, as Pimp will open up one. Hope he doesn't get a second one there. EMAG gets Pimp in the end. Offman finishes it off. Nice clean round there for Winterfox. And absolutely, I do think that there will be more of a focus on timeouts and strategy, a resurgence of it for players as opposed to the coaches. But there is still a place for coaches in Counter-Strike, and I hope that the rule changes don't, you know, dissipate the appreciation and the need for the position in the gaming industry, because, you know, those types of resources and infrastructure put in place have really helped develop the overall skill level of a lot of players throughout the world. And I hope, yeah, by taking that away, hope that doesn't disappear, but only time will tell, I guess.
As we're going to see the Team Liquid boys group up here towards the A bomb side. Elish will get that first frag onto EMAG with the UMP, and has opened up the choke point now for his teammates to come flooding in. The rotation has come in from the Winterfox boys, though, as JDM will get that AWP frag on Izusi. APOC does trade back on the Nitro, but the terrorists being very methodical in the way they clear this site. They're not doing anything with too much aggression at the moment. It's very, very patient play, as Dexter and APOC chime in with a couple of frags of their own, turning this back into a 2v2. Dexter, though, does take out the bomb carrier in Elish, and I mean, this has put Hiko in a 1v2 situation, and if there's anyone on your team that you'd want in this situation, it'd be Hiko. But a great defense on that A bomb site coming out from Winterfox.
Strange movements here from the Winterfox guys, though. They seem to be getting further away from each other as time goes on instead of closer together. But neither of them moving really in the right direction either. APOC is the closest player to action, but that rotation's pretty good from APOC. Hiko will have no idea that he's coming through, but Dexter needs to hurry up and get towards jungle before APOC engages. No, he doesn't. APOC finds the frag he needs onto Hiko, and that's a great round for Winterfox. Dexter there putting in work, picking up 2 kills while the terrorists were streaming in, and also APOC picking up the triple, so great round for those two.
Did you think they know they had bomb? Is that why they rotated off, or is it just a simple fact of, oh, we're in a 1v2 versus Hiko, let's just get as far away from him as we can until he plants?
I think that they both had they knew they had the bomb down,
yeah.
But they both had very different ideas that were clearly well communicated.
Yeah.
I thought that they were going to group up in mid and go together. It turns out that they'd both chosen to flank completely away from where they were last seen. Turned out to be a great option, and APOC and Dexter worked through that one and come away with the round. And now once again we see Team Liquid buying up here. Full AKs in force, and Nitro will find the edge of the smoke there and smash APOC through that one. And EMAG will try and spray long distance, but he won't be so successful until much later on in the clip. And now Offdu sprays down. He needs that kill, and he needs to transfer his aim very quickly up to carpet before this one becomes untenable, but he does. Nice kill there.
Absolutely. Great stuff coming out from Offdu. A little bit shaky on that first frag, but manages to get the job done and gets himself a double for the round. And Winterfox moved to 8-3 here against the powerhouse that is Team Liquid. And this is quite an impressive showing so far from Winterfox on their CT side.
Well, I mean, the excuse that Liquid has, if any, and they don't really have one because they should be winning these sorts of games against a newer team like Winterfox, but the sheer amount of, I guess, game volume of demos that Winterfox would have had available on Liquid compared to the lack thereof for Winterfox due to the fact that this is their first tournament as a team. So without making that as an excuse per se, Winterfox are able to get a lot more information on their opponent than vice versa.
Well, absolutely. I mean, there's not even any domestic games for Liquid to look into, if they were to try and look into how Winterfox plays. As we're actually going to see an extremely aggressive round coming out here from the terrace as they've made their way onto the B bomb site, and a couple of frags going back and forth. And Team Liquid now find themselves in a 2v2 post plan, but Ofnu with that flank once again will get the frag onto Elige, leaving it in the 1v2 situation for the clutch master himself, Hiko. That molly though is going to make him move. The flash does come out. Hiko has to fall back towards jungle, and it's actually a really good decision as Dexter is pushed up from the CT. Oh, Ofnu finally works out where he is and is able to get that frag, which is kind of unusual. Hiko did have the drop on him then, just unable to convert.
Yeah, the aim punch there really nailing Hiko. Ofnu, the armored opponent, going down to 51, but as soon as Ofnu landed one of those body shots, I'm sure Hiko's crosshair bounced around like a pinball machine, and he was unable to control his recoil any longer, but that's a great round there by Winterfox. Another well-composed round. They shouldn't probably have bled so many guns, but at the same time, it was a buy round for Team Liquid in terms of the Tech 9 and armor.
We are going to see a bit of a split coming out here from Team Liquid. Opting to send 2 players towards middle early, a couple of players towards those B-halls. One of them being JDM with this AWP as he is trying to make a pick onto Ofnu. Meanwhile though, Hiko was lurking towards that A site, but they are starting to regroup now as I believe a B-pix is on the cards. APOC will take out Pimp. JDM though gets a couple of quick kills there with his AWP and has opened up this B-bomb site, but the potential repeat there back onto Shot. Finds himself in the crosshair of Dexter, and now Dexter's got a double kill of his own with that AWP. Doesn't quite clear Short properly and will get taken out there by Nitro. And we are going to see another 2v2 situation, so it seems to be a bit of a theme of this match so far.
Absolutely, Nitro here in a 2 versus 2 with his mate Hiko, Zuzi and Emag trying to get back onto this B side. Great flash there once again from the Winterfox guys as they come in. Hiko picks up one, Nitro the other, and that is a great round there for Liquid, particularly for JDM entering into that B bomb site. He picked up APOC, he picked up Ofnu, and he wasn't able to get Dexter, but the damage had been done at that point. He opened it up nicely, and Liquid pick up their 4th round.
Yeah, and a crucial round for Liquid. They needed that. They were getting blown out of the water a little bit with only 3 rounds secured at the 13th round of this half, and hopefully now they're able to bring it back for their sake, because Winterfox are putting on quite a show here on their CT side. What do you think their CT side, Winterfox's CT side par would be against Liquid, Petey?
I think they're above par right now.
Yep.
They're a better T-side team than they are CT side on this particular map. So Winterfox actually looking really strong with a few aces left in the hole, I should say. A few foxes left in the hole for Winterfox, but Ofnu here spotting one out. He should have made that work, and that might cost him. JDM not going down there, and now Elise will get the drop on both of them. Ofnu swinging around, but by that stage, the first miss has cost him.
Absolutely there. Ofnu really needing to convert that frag. He does get the drop on the terrace in the end. Unable to capitalize, and his teammates now find themselves in an untenable situation where they're opting to save in this 3v4. And we will see Team Liquid get their 5th round on this T-side half, going into the last round of the half, and they'd be extremely keen on getting that 9-6, as I think that would probably be a par in my book.
Yeah, they'd be happy with 6, but Winterfox will also still be happy with 9, I believe.
Well, absolutely.
They've got a great mid-take, and they have a lot of versatility through mid with APOC lurking, so Dexter also can do that role excellently if he doesn't have the AWP in hand. But as it stands, they're going to have to worry about this round, and Nitro taking down Dexter there. If he keeps pushing, he might find another kill. Emag out of position here, but he does get the jump on Nitro. Neither of them don't go down, though.
As we go into the last round of this half, it is going to be a pretty dirty buy coming out from the Winterfox boys. They're not going to have much utility, let alone much rifles as well. But, I mean, that's, you know, they're still obviously going to try and get it done. However, the boys from Liquid, they've got a lot of utility and a lot of weaponry going into this round. They are opting for that early presence toward middle again, as the Molotovs and smokes will come out. And that does draw the CTs away from that A bomb side as well. So potentially an A split on the cards here, as Elise will spot out Zusi towards mid-con and actually converts that frag while flash. So great stuff coming out from Elise. Make that a double kill for Elise into mid-con. Oh, almost gets the triple. Does get the dink onto APOC there, and the trade will come in from Nitro. So and that's another kill for Nitro. They've just dismantled the CT defense this round, PD, and they will go into the next half 9-6 up.
That's what they were so successful doing early on, Liquid. They just bullied Winterfox out of mid, and then all of a sudden Winterfox started playing mid control. They won a couple of rounds, but then Winterfox were happy just sort of sitting in the bomb sites, and Liquid didn't then go back to mid and say, okay, well, if you guys are going to give it up, we're going to take it back. So at the end of the day, Team Liquid there with a nice half getting 6 rounds, but I think this is about par for the course. Winterfox probably wanted that last round, but at the end of the day, they've got their T side to fall back on now, and Liquid are really going to have to search for this pistol round.
Absolutely. I think this pistol round, once again, like all pistol rounds, is going to be incredibly crucial, as I believe for Liquid to get away with this match, or to bring this match back, they're going to need that pistol to cut the momentum from the Winterfox boys, and of course to build some momentum from themselves, as well as that bank. If they can get an early bankroll going, and can get that AWP into JDM's hands early, I think they will run away with this match. On the flip side, though, if Winterfox are able to get that T-side pistol and build their momentum and bank themselves and restrict the amount of economy and amount of money that the CTs have, and restrict that AWP onto JDM, that they can also run away with this match. So, very interesting pistol round coming up here, and I think it's going to dictate how the rest of this match is going to play out. Yeah,
definitely. Team Liquid should be able to close this one out. They closed out the last game 16-14. Winterfox gave them a real run for their money on Dust 2. They were up, I think it was about 15-9 when the comeback began, and they got all the way to 15-14 before falling on the final hurdle, the final round. But in this particular occasion, Winterfox on map 2 started strong. Liquid had to work their way back into the map, so different storyline again for map 2. And now, all of a sudden, Winterfox have to play from a position of power in the match. They're in front. This is going to be unfamiliar territory for them. It's great experience, and I hope that they can close this one out just for their growth and development. It'd be fantastic for them to get a win on the board against an elite team like Liquid.
A legend team.
Yeah, exactly. And as we look at the scoreboard, it's hilarious. They have their legend status buttons, and we have our little, Operation Phoenix coin on APOC. Fantastic.
Well, APOC worked hard for that Operation Phoenix coin, so
he's
wearing it proudly.
He ground so hard for that Operation Phoenix coin.
Yeah, absolutely. As we do see the pistol kick off here, and the boys from Winterfox are making their way up the A ramp. Elise, though, with a great headshot there on the Dexter, puts a halt to this push, and Nitro, no one's checked under balcony. What has happened here? Nitro will get 2, make that 3, and that is why you check your corners, people. As Nitro gets the 4K for that round and taking out APOC, and I mean, there you go. Winterfox with quite a sloppy T-side pistol round there going on to A side. They didn't quite clear under balcony and have paid the ultimate price.
Yeah, that's newbie.
It's very newbie.
That's mega noob there from Winterfox. It only takes one person to quickly flick your mouse around and check that spot. 3 people just didn't take the time to do it, and they paid the price.
Mate, they've come all the way from Australia. It's 20-16, and they're not checking underneath balcony. I'm not impressed. As we will go into this next round, there's a couple of rifles here on the Team Liquid boys, and they do have a couple of SMGs too, so Nico with that swag is going to try and get as much money as he can, but it's going to be a Legion Nitro here with the SMGs. JDM chiming in with a nice little headshot onto Offnu at the end there, and a very clean anti-eco coming out from the Team Liquid boys. And I think this is what we talked about earlier. I mean, if they start to build this bank and get this momentum early on the CT side, I can really see them running away with this game, or with this map, should I say.
Yeah, definitely. Winterfox will be forced onto yet another eco, but they will go the full Monty here, only with the P250s in hand. JDM will look down the mid with Scout, but he won't connect, oddly enough, for JDM. You usually think that body shot's at least in the bag, but Pimp has the bomb down at short, and this is just going to be a standard mow down of an eco round. It's over before it started. Liquid pull even at 9-9. And now they're seeming pretty comfortable here. But this is the first gun round for Winterfox. They will come up against their opposition with a full gun round as well. It looks as though Nitro and Elige might hold on to these SMGs. A bit of a cocky play there, but we'll see if it pays off for Liquid.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a very risky play. They will know they're up against AKs, surely. They know that the plant came in, and Winterfox here do have a full buy, but I mean, a couple of kills with these SMGs will really solidify that bank for the Team Liquid boys, and they should be able to close it out.
Big difference between holding onto an SMG on the T side, as a lot of the CTs don't bother buying head armor, so you can catch people off guard and punish them for not buying head armor because the AK kills in one bullet anyway, so CTs shouldn't really bother if they know that it's a gun round on, as Pimp collects Dexter early on. But on the CT side of things, the terrorists usually have head armor, as the M4 isn't a one-hit kill, so the SMG is less effective in that situation, which is why it's odd that Liquid are holding on, but not only are they holding on, they're in front in the round.
They are in front of the round, and I mean, you know, very astute point you made there, but I mean, I guess at the end of the day, you know, if you're Nitro or Elige and you're feeling confident, you know, I guess, I mean, I know me personally kind of helps build that confidence, you know, going in and getting those, knowing you're going up against the buy and getting a couple of SMG frags as well. It can also be quite crushing for the opposition team, so perhaps a bit of mind games going in with this buy here. Yeah,
but on the flip side of things, there's nothing worse than dying and thinking, geez, if I had an M4 there, I get 3 kills, and you get none. And
very true. Sorry to cut you off there. Nitro has just knifed Zeusy. I'm not sure where that's happened, as Auto Director has let us down there, but on the buy round for Winterfox, Zeusy has been knifed.
Well, it's going to be disappointing if they don't win the round, but they do. Liquid go up, and Zeusy gets the Blade Zor treatment, the Yaman special.
I can't help but feel like I've done this to Zeusy. I've cursed him. The start of this series, I had him as my player to watch, and he hasn't quite had the impact we'd expect from a player of his caliber from our region. He's had a pretty tough series so far, and then to cop that knife as well, I'm sure that's not going to do any good to his confidence.
Well, I mean, I suppose he's glad he wasn't the player to watch that round, because that wouldn't have been great viewing.
No, yeah.
But Elige will work himself into the mid window, and of course now Winterfox forced back onto the pistols. No armor, so they're going to see what they can do with just the brute force of some aim. A couple of Tech 9s, a Deagle, and a pretty solid dream there as Elige spots one through the smoke. Offnu goes down, and this is once again over before it started here for Winterfox. Yeah,
really clean anti-eco coming out again. Oh, Emag though does get that frag on the Pimp with the old 1-dig. And Hiko, with that swag 7 on the Dexter, is going to close out that round. Team Liquid move to 11-9. And yeah, Dire Straits here for Winterfox. It does seem like Liquid have got things in order now. They seem to be playing the way we'd expect. Not only that, they've got a massive bankroll now. And I mean, Hiko's obviously feeling good because he hasn't even upgraded that Mag 7. Quite content with keeping that for his B-side defense. Winterfox boys are coming out with an AK buy of their own. No AWP yet on Dexter. That's probably to do with economy issues more so than anything. But they do have pretty good utility going into this round.
Yeah, Pimp and JDM picking up those AWPs for the CT side of things though. So extra responsibility and extra care need to be taken here for Winterfox to not overextend past their means and make sure that everything's being flashed and snapped accordingly. With this buy, it does signify an opportunity here for Winterfox to push back a little bit on Liquid. There's a shotgun there on Hiko and 2 AWPs, but as I said, Emag, they're overextending just a little bit, and JDM will pick up the kill.
Meanwhile, the rest of Winterfox are trying to make their way through mid-com. JDM is prepared for it, does get flashed off, but makes that frag onto Zeusy. Elige chimes in onto Offnu. Oh, Dexter couldn't quite finish that kill on JDM. JDM takes a couple of bites at the apple there, but finally gets that frag, and it's now it's all on APOC here in a 1v5 situation. Can they stop the POC? Yes, they can. Nitro will put an end to that dream, and Liquid move to 12-9, and I really think this is going to start to blow out PD. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if Winterfox are even going to get another round. That's my gut feeling here.
Have you and Jim already introduced the viewers of the world who can't stop the POC, that notion?
We have.
That's unfortunate.
It's unfortunate?
Because he really can be stopped.
He can, yes. It's been proven numerous times today, so for anyone out there who wasn't sure, you definitely can stop the POC.
In local lands in Australia between 2006 and 2009, I don't think you could stop the POC in Australia. However, times have changed, and a new game has unfolded, CSGO, and in that time, APOC has been one of Australia's best players, but nevertheless, he delivers on cue, but he is very much going through a big learning curve right now, as are Winterfox, the entire roster, mind you, trying to grind out a couple of wins here against Liquid. They weren't able to close the deal on the first map on Dust 2. They went down 16-14, but now they have an opportunity here to continue to put pressure on, and they do. Liquid are going to fold in this round. Hiko probably will go down now. He gets one, tries to line up a second. He does. That sharp orbing from Hiko. He might get a third. Nope. Dexter will, in fact, pick up that orb as well. Oh, he's going to stick with the AK. Okay, so the aggression here from Winterfox will continue, but the plentiful bank of Liquid is definitely still there. Probably 2 more here from Winterfox required before there's any real pressure put on their economy.
Absolutely, and I think I just need to keep binning Winterfox more, because every time I do, they seem to respond. Last game, I was binning their attempt at holding long, and sure enough, they brought the game right back to a 16-14 situation. I just said I didn't think Winterfox would get another round. Sure enough, they get another round. So putting a bit of a comeback, or at least trying to put a bit of a comeback on here, and they, like you said, do need to string a couple of these together, but they do have a relatively strong buy coming out into this round. They do need to get past that AWP of JDM, though, and they are being very patient in the way that they're clearing these choke points. Grouping up towards that B horse, now slowly making their way towards underpass in the middle, and I sense a mid to A play coming on here, Petey.
Yeah, they're going to try and get themselves in towards mid-con. Winterfox, Dexter there, staying top mid as the anchor. He'll go back towards A to make sure that they're not pushing, although I think EMAG's already stationed up there. JDM spotting at B halls, wondering what's going on. Now Dexter will make his way back to A, so accurately called there. This will be an A split, but it's just a matter of when. There's a lot of time left to go, but the bomb is very, very far from where it needs to be as well. So Winterfox keeping this to the very, very last moment, and then they're going to explode onto this A-bomb site.
I think APOC, is it APOC? Yeah, APOC's managed to work his way up into jungle here. There it is, gets his frag onto Pim. Actually showed some trigger discipline there. Not shooting too early, trying to spot out as many of the CTs as he can. Elige, though, will chime in with a frag onto EMAG, and it's going to be a 3v2 situation here for the terrorists. Without the bomb down yet, Ofnu is on 2 HP, so very much winnable here for the CTs, as Hiko will take out the bomb plan. As Zusi chimes in with the refrag there back onto Hiko and actually spots out JDM in mid-con. So it will be a 1v2 situation for JDM. The bomb will go down. Unfortunately for him, the terrorists are very well aware of where he's holding from.
Yeah, great swindlero there by APOC as he gets through the middle of the map and inflicts pain on Liquid. He's still alive. He's got 2 already. Can he make it a 3rd? He spotted one out. No, JDM, insane flick there. And now Zuzi needs to be careful. Oh my goodness, JDM. The 3 letters that stamp fear into the hearts of gamers everywhere with that AWP in hand has done the damage once more. And Winterfox lose a solid opportunity there for a round on the board. However, that was pretty insane stuff from JDM.
And I can just picture JDM half asleep in his chair, reaching up to his table, casually flicking his mouse around and just absolutely destroying that 1v2.
He's really refined reclined, hasn't he?
He absolutely has. I've tried to reenact the JDM setting position. It's incredibly difficult. Incredibly difficult as we watch EMAG get the 1 dig onto Elige. Sit down, son. Oh, goes for the gun, though, and gets traded out by Nitro. So incredibly unfortunate there. Nitro, though, finds himself in a really powerful position to prevent this A-site hit. But Dexter, with the late rotate through A-Palace, is able to get that frag. Ofnu as well onto, sorry, it was Ofnu onto JDM, and Dexter on the site here. No, sorry, it was the other way around originally, but it's going to be a 2v2 situation as Winterfox are going to try hold down this post plant. Ofnu will get the frag onto Pimp, Dexter onto Hiko, and there it is, PDG. Winterfox have tied a few terrorist rounds together and are starting to build some momentum, let alone some bank as well.
Yeah, definitely, and they win that eco round, and what that did, it was, unfortunately for JDM, by winning that clutch, he's kind of reset his own team's money, so they're in a much worse situation than they would have been. The last couple of rounds have been horrible for Liquid when they've lost 9 lives in 2 rounds, so almost the complete ×2 by JDM surviving one round at that AWP, so that was the saving grace. However, if Winterfox managed to get themselves into this round now with Dexter on this AWP, Team Liquid may actually be double eco to try and get this one to match point for Winterfox.
Early B-Horse pressure coming out from Winterfox there, and the CTs caught themselves in a pretty awkward position. Pit, though, does get the frag onto EMAG. Hiko now with that USP doing absolute work there from the bomb site. Offnu and APOC chime in with a couple of kills of their own, and Dexter does finally take care of Hiko, and it's going to be another 2v2 situation here as Dexter and APOC are going to try to take control of this B bomb site. Dexter, however, just needs to sit tight while APOC makes his way through the B-halls to try and meet back up with his teammate, but he needs to get past that AWP scope of JDM, who I think will be watching that window. Still no bomb plant yet.
Still no plant, but they've made moves towards that end. APOC drops down into the bomb site and picks up the C4. Just being forced away from the normal plant position, though, by that Molotov, so Team Liquid will know what's up. APOC versus... It's going to be Nitro with that rifle, and JDM versus Dexter with that AWP as Nitro gets a good flash off there, but APOC is unmoved, as is Dexter. This is stonewall positions here from Winterfox. They're not moving an inch. JDM finds Dexter. Can he find the second frag, or will APOC prevail? It's Nitro and JDM. These clutch moments for Winterfox are so tantalizingly close to getting these rounds, but bitten once and twice scorned for Winterfox there. Team Liquid got 14-11.
And how many 2v2s have we seen in this match? I mean, it really has been a theme of this series, and in particular this Mirage game, as it does continue to happen, as we are going to see a match pause come in here. So I'd imagine this will be a Winterfox pause as they work out... Yeah, it's a Winterfox tactical pause here as they work out how they're going to spend their money going into this round, as it is a little bit all over the shop there. So tricky situation to be in for Winterfox. What would you do, Petey? Would you play for the win? Would you buy into this round, or do you go for the draw?
I think you can do a combination of both here. I think you can get 2 workable rounds out of the money that Winterfox have and sort of maximize the possibility of both rounds. So in this instance, we've got Offnu on 4-1 and APOC on 4K. If you get maybe 3 Tech 9s and a couple of UMPs, a few smokes and a few flashes, you can replicate that round twice in a row. Potentially, depending on how many kills you get, you can even upgrade to AKs on the second go around. But right now, Winterfox have about 2 rolls of the dice left because of their money situation, and they have gone for something quite similar. So Offnu has decided, no, he's going to go all in. They're not going to go for the 50-50. They're actually committing now as I see all the buying come out, and I guess they decided to back themselves in, and I respect that decision. There's no wrong answer in this situation, but
absolutely,
you just got to try and play the percentages, and they think the best course of action is 2 AKs and a couple of Tech 9s.
Look, I don't mind this at all, particularly if the Tech 9s are running out first and, you know, creating that mayhem on these site hits. There is a little bit of utility as well as Hiko. He's going to boost his teammate JDM, or is Pimp actually up with the AWP, and Pimp is going to get that headshot onto EMAG, so not the start they were looking for here, but a bunch of the terrorists here have actually made their way up short as Hiko will chime in with the Swag 7. At least we'll get a frag with that M4 as well to Offnu, but APOC and Dexter on this B site have opened things right up here, and sure enough, another 2v2 situation, Petey.
Yet another 2v2, and APOC's actually got the measure of Nitro here. He's aware of his positioning, and that's a great spot by APOC, but will he find the kill? He needs to stop fighting now as he gets taken down by JDM. So yet again, Winterfox being let down by these 2v2 situations, leaving Dexter all by himself. And they just needed to pick a little better spots there, although APOC did get the jump on JDM.
And JDM, the Lounge King himself, has been absolutely destroying a lot of these 2v2s. There is, the last couple have been him collecting both the frags and making some great plays. So good stuff coming out there from JDM and the Team Liquid boys as they move towards match point here. It is 15 plays 11, and Winterfox are going to be having a very sloppy buy coming out this round. I'd imagine it's Tech 9s and Galils here as they opt to go for a bit of a default split here. A couple of players going towards A early, a couple of players going towards that mid/B area, and waiting out any kind of aggression that potentially was on the cards from Liquid. Just
had a quick look through the last few rounds. There has been 4 2v2s in the last 7 rounds, and all of them have gone the way of Cloud sorry, of Team Liquid.
Yep.
So it's a situation there where they're just playing better from the front, and that will be all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen, Team Liquid take this one over Winterfox, an enterprising start to the very early careers of the Australians exported over to America to play under the Winterfox banner. It was a great series of ups and downs for them, but I'm sure they've learned a lot. At the end of the day, Liquid worked out how to continue their winning streak, their winning ways, and they deserve a lot of credit for actually finishing the job when Winterfox did, in the end, pose them a little bit of a threat.
Look, absolutely, and I mean, yeah, really good showing from Winterfox, I think. You know, I personally wasn't expecting the games to be as close as they were. Not that I don't believe in Winterfox and the talent in that lineup. It's just they've been together for such a short period. They've only just arrived in NA. The powerhouse that is Team Liquid, you know, players such as Hiko and the rest of the lineup there is incredibly daunting task to take on. But they've put on a really good show for themselves, and I think they can take some confidence out of that series.
Well, they'll have to take confidence because they won't be able to take any match points. They've gone down in 2 maps despite a great performance, and they'll lick their wounds, they'll have a look at the demos, they'll learn from that, and they'll continue. And that's what these leagues are all about. Ladies and gentlemen, that will do us here from our studio here in Brisbane, Australia. Thank you very much for joining us. Over the last 3 nights, I have been joined on and off the desk by Jim Nesso and Sean Bale-Carlson, and we have enjoyed bringing you the ESL Pro League Season 4 Matchday 5, 6, and 7. Thank you so much for the support from ESL, the fans around the world, and that's us signing out for now. We'll see you next time.